So I've been working on trying to be organized with my seeds because I've gone a little overboard and collected up quite a few. And I wanted to share with you so far how I'm trying to organize everything. Basically, I have currently 2 boxes that I got seeds from Botanical Interests in, and because I ordered some and then realized I wanted some more. So I have 2 boxes, and they are great currently as a place to kind of keep everything together. But what I've done is used Post-it notes to initially just sort of sort through things and put them into collections, I guess you could say. And what I've done with them as I've done that is I've used different colors of little Post-it flags to indicate whether I'm going to do them in what I'm calling round 1, which is what I'm going to be doing here at the end of December, beginning of January, or round 2, which are things that seem like maybe they would benefit from me waiting a little bit and maybe doing them later in January, which would also, or maybe even February, would give me a chance to collect up some more jugs. Or I might get impatient and just do them as a second round with the pots that are in the garage. If that goes well with my landscape spikes and the trash bags. So these are a few more seeds that came today from Baker Creek, and all of my seeds have come from either Baker Creek or Botanical Interests, which has just the most beautiful, here's one of the larger ones. It's a mix. Their packets are just so pretty, and they do have quite a bit of information on them. The Baker Creek also are, really pretty. They've got nice, colorful pictures on the front, so you have an idea of what it is it's going to look like, and they're real life pictures, as opposed to the Botanical Interest ones are really nice, but they're more like a watercolor. In fact, I think I want to try to take the seeds out of these in a very neat way so that I could possibly, I don't know, put these in a frame, some of them, and make a little collage. I just think it would be really pretty. And then I also have some seeds from a company that I'm trying new this year, Swallowtail Seeds, and had several people that I saw in some of the different groups I'm in online recommended this company, and they seemed to have a really nice collection, and they had some things that I really like as perennials already that I've bought just as pots from the garden center, and they had them available as seeds. So I'm going to try that with my winter sowing to maybe cut down on what I go buy at the garden center. And then I also have, although I'm not finding one to put my hands on here right away, I also have some seeds from Johnny's Seed. And I actually have a few more. Oh, here's one of their packets. And I have some more of these. I have an order that I just put in with Johnny's that's coming, and their packets don't have any kind of picture on them, kind of like the swallowtail, but they do have really good information on the back. So all of them have kind of different levels of information. Some of them I've had to go back on their websites to get information, so that's not necessarily the most helpful, but it's okay. So what I've done then is I use the little tags and either sort it by which group I'm going to winter sow, or some things I'm going to just direct seed. So those got a different color of Post-it note. And then there are a few things that I am still going to do some indoor seed sorting, partly to compare how it does with doing indoor versus outdoor. And then there's some other things that I just really for sure want to make sure that I have to be able to plant in my beds. So that's the other reason why I'm going to do a few things both ways, just to hedge my bets. And then I also have a few things that I'm going to just direct sow. Like I have some poppies that I was seeing a lot of people say, just throw them out on the snow even in the winter, and they do really well that way. So I've got 3 or 4 different kinds of poppies that I'm gonna, I think, just sow most of it right on the ground. I may put a few of these, we'll see, in a jug, but those are something that I think I read have a harder time with being transplanted. What the things that I'm going, and then another thing I've done with my packets is if I'm going to direct sow, I've got some tags that are a little bit bigger, and I'm making a tag and just taping it on the back of the seed packet so that when I go out and sow it, I've already got this tag already made. And to write on these, I'm using a paint pen, a paint marker. I had read that getting an oil-based paint marker was a type of thing you could use to mark things that go outside and it won't fade like a Sharpie will. So that's what I've been using to do my tags. I did several things that I did like sewing in the autumn, and those tags so far I've noticed seem to be holding up over the past few months. We'll see how they look in the spring, but anything that I'm doing direct sewing in any kind of way, I'm making one of these bigger tags and taping it on the back. But then I'm also using these smaller tags and writing the names on both sides and then taping it on the back of the packets if I'm going to if I'm going to, put them in a winter sewing jug. I'm making a tag like this and just taping it on the back. And for the things that I know I wanted to try to maybe do a couple of jugs, obviously I'm making a couple of these tags to go inside the milk jugs or whatever the containers are as one of my redundancies for making sure I know what everything is. So that is how I'm organizing the seeds to get ready to do winter sowing. And then I've put everything that is being winter sown in this box. The group 1 is here in the front, and then I just put a piece of paper folded up to separate that from group 2. And so I've got all my little Post-it notes, and the big green Post-it notes are for me as a heads up. Once I started organizing all this and realizing just how many seeds I've bought, I decided I needed to try to find some ways to kind of pull back just a little bit, or I'm going to have so many seedlings in the spring that I am not going to know what to do with. So I went through again, and I had a lot of these planned to do more than one jug. I don't think I have the capacity for even what I'm still planning to do, but the things that I knew I wanted to have several of, I put this color Post-it note on as my little reminder that this is something that I really want to make sure that I get several of. So for these, I'll probably do at least 2 jugs to try to hopefully have them. And depending on how many seeds are in that packet and how many spots I have, I don't have a very big capacity for an indoor starting with my seeds, but I do have something that I did last year already all set up and all the basic supplies ready. So that'll be another video to talk about indoor seed starting. But for now, this is kind of how I've organized my seed packets and gotten things ready for winter sowing or direct sowing. And then this is my spreadsheet, and I will share more about what I've done in the spreadsheet once I get it finished. But I have even, just as a little bit of a preview, I have gone in and actually captured a picture snapshot for each item, and that's what I'm currently working on right now, is finishing up getting all of these picture snapshots in there. And those are, I'm just taking off the websites. I hope that's not some sort of copyright issue. I'm not selling this spreadsheet or sharing it. This is just for me, so that when I look at the name in the spreadsheet, I have a picture right next to it just to jog my memory. And then this is the spreadsheet that I'm going to use to create some checklist types of things for when I'm winter sowing, to keep track of which container it gets put in the jugs that I'm going to number, as another way of keeping track of what is what. So that's my seed strategy for now. We'll see how it works out. Thanks for joining me.